Hey everybody, DishNacket34 here, welcoming you to this special video of MLB Power Pros. Remember that project I said I was going to be doing? And if you follow the feed on my channel, this is what I was talking about. And it has something to do with this game. And it is going to be an arrange project. Now, here's my plan. I am trying to recreate the 2012 40-man rosters for each of the MLB teams. Now, the thing is, this is easier said than done, because I have to go searching through a ton of different rosters. But the good thing is, I do have a couple of useful tools that I've been using to help me out with this. First off, and a couple of them are from the MLB Power Pros forum, which I'll put in the description. The link to that in the description. They are a 2012 pitcher update by a guy with the username of Eric Davis 44, and the other is sadly a 2011 hitters update made by that same guy. He is pretty much the person to go to for a for an abilities update, abilities and stats and all that update. Yeah, he actually meant to put up a 2012 hitters one in there, but sadly his hard drive ate up the Excel file as he was about to post it. So good, and I wish him luck trying to get that back, because I definitely need it. So I'm going to show off the 4 rosters that I've completed so far. Now note that each roster that I've done so far was created at different periods of time, and I've actually had to make one edit to a roster that I had previously called completed, and I will show you that. Well, I'll kind of show you that in a little later on. But for right now, let's get things rolling with my favorite team, the Detroit Tigers. And the Tigers, they are decent. Got yeah, this is the 25-man roster in MLB. The 25-man rosters are pretty much, for the most part, they're easy to do. So let's go a little in depth into each of the players in here. We got Mr. MVP / Cy Young Justin Verlander. And remember that these stats and pitches and abilities, they're all credited to a 2012 pitcher update by Eric Davis 44 on MLB Power Pros World. You got Justin Verlander, a level 4 sinking fastball, level 5 changeup, level 4 vertical slider, level 5 curveball. Now I kind of wanted to make that curveball a drop curve, but after watching a couple more of his starts over the last few weeks, or past couple weeks or so, I decided that curveball would be the best one going. He has Lucky and Intimidator and Dr. K. Derby Billy 4, Consistent 4. And he's a star, of course, because he's freaking Justin Verlander. You got Octavio Hotel. Yeah, I got a level 4 cutter and a level 3 slider. No downward breaking pitches, which I was almost kind of surprised at, but then again, I wasn't too surprised either. And those are his stats right there. And I got Joaquin Benoit. Now I tried to put them in the order, like the starters, then the relievers, then the closer, but apparently that didn't work out. Got Benoit in there. A control of B, which is the highest control I've had so far of a reliever. And I'm actually kind of shocked by that, to be completely honest with you. And we got Jose Valverde. I'm not going to say anything more about him. Just look at his abilities. I had to put power pitcher in because he throws mostly fastballs, which is what gets him killed, and what makes him have the blown saves. Okay, I will shut up about Valverde. He is not my favorite Tiger, as you can possibly see. And we got Colin Bassett. Now, a few of them. Now, the majority of who I've had to edit, now, as you can see there, his birthday is June 24th, 86. a lot of these players I had to edit from existing players, and the birth dates are as close to the ones I had to get. There weren't a lot of representatives of pitchers 20 under 22 years old, which would mean born in like late 85, like the last part of 85 to first part of 86. And so I had to go. So basically, the man that I chose most to represent that crowd was Phil Hughes of the Yankees, because he was the only pitcher like born in like the middle of '86. I kind of mixed in Felix Hernandez in a little bit with the editing, but yeah. So Phil Hughes was my most edited man for pitchers in terms of who I wanted it to be for like age wise and stuff. So, but the finding the players part was really tricky since there's nobody under 22. So there's Ballister's stats right there. Yeah, I also have Dwayne Bealo in here. He's still in the bullpen for the Tigers. I think we haven't used him a lot this year. Yeah, but I decided to give him C stamina and put him as a swingman because he has both starting and relieving experience in the big leagues. So, and yeah, I think I have him as long reliever though. Yeah, I do have him as a long reliever. But as with a lot of prospects, as you will more than likely see, with prospects or people who don't have a lot of experience or who I couldn't really find in the pitcher update, I basically didn't put any abilities. Sometimes I had to put abilities from what I've seen from some of the players, but other than that, I really didn't put any abilities for a lot of the prospects. So I want to let you know that. Then I got Phil Coke. Now Phil Coke, I put him as a situational lefty. The stamina of 80, I forget why I put that there. I basically did in the update. Eric Davis 44 has both starter stamina and reliever stamina. I basically took the average of both and I got up with this. And probably the C stamina came from the Phil Coke starting pitcher experiment, which everybody knows did not go as planned. Only Billy here, recovery 4. Max Scherzer. I decided to give him walk and Dr. K because he is basically your definition of a roller coaster pitcher. He has recovery 4, run score is 4, level 4 is 2, durability 2. Honestly, durability 2 kind of sort of doesn't suit him a little bit. But right now that durability 2 thing should definitely go to Doug Fister, sadly. Yeah, he went on to DL again. Kind of sad though, because he was basically our lifeline last year to get into the playoffs. He's a big ground ball pitcher, which is, yeah. And again, I had to use a different guy. I think I used Felix Hernandez for him. I'm not quite sure though. And then we're on to Rick Porcello now. Now, just a little refresher on those who haven't seen MLB Power Pros yet. Those ugly blue bars that you see under the, like behind the players' names. Those bars mean that person was edited in game, just from the edit player screen in the my data set. The orange lines now, there are a few players that have orange lines, and that means that they were created in success mode. Now Porcello, this version of Porcello that I chose to put on the team, which basically is the only version of Rick Porcello out there as far as I know, is a circa 2008-2009 type of pitcher. So that's why the control's a little low, stamina's a little low, top speed is just a tad high though. So yeah, there's those right there. Stand it there. And I took the liberties of doing Drew Smiley here since his birthday was in '88 to make him in success mode also. And I actually in the picture update he wasn't in there, so another resource I had to use was tons and tons of scouting reports. Now, I will let you know something here. I'm a decent reader at pitcher scouting reports. When it comes to fielding scouting reports, call me dumb on that, because I cannot do it. So Sam's a little low on Smiley. He hasn't gone deep in a lot of his starts. And of course has the left-handed batter for ability, which is like near impossible to not get. And last but not least, in the 25-man roster, I have Daniel Schlereth, who is on the 60-day DL now for us. But and again I say, this was created at a time when Schlereth was not on the DL, and for some strange reason, still with the ballpark. And of course you can now, and a few other things I did. I also put players in AAA who are on like either the 15-day DL or the 60-day DL. 60-day DL were basically the players I put in there. All right, now the fielders. Now let me clarify one more thing. These were circa 2011 updates for the fielders. So if they seem like WTH, Johnny Peralta doesn't have that much power, okay, yeah, you can basically blame that for that. So anyway, and of course you can see right on the right of your top right of your screen that Victor Martinez I did put in AAA. So just wanted to clarify that right now. So I have Laird and Avila on the roster. You have Laird, F contact, D power, D run speed, C arm strength, B fielding, and D ear resistance. And Avila. Avila is another one I created in success mode. C contact, C power, E run speed. I basically I made him in like 2008, I think. But not 2008, of course. 2008. About 2011 or 2010 when I basically did this on potential back in 2010. Because I knew he could hit for contact and power, but this was before the 295-1982 season. 19 homer, 82 RBI season. So, yeah, I got him durability 4, throwing 4. Not a lot to go with. Prince Fielder, D contact, A power. Right there, F's and a C. And then second base, Santiago. D contact, D power. Now, D power, you might be thinking to yourself, Santiago can't hit right now. Well, and this comes back to circa 2011 update. So yeah, that's why he has D power, because that was after a year he hit like 7 home runs. All right, now let's get to this one, Danny Worth. Now, I will say this: he was a late addition to the 25-man roster for the Tigers. I edited the 25-man roster for the Tigers yesterday. Oh, about yesterday, as in the time I was recording. I'm recording this yesterday. And I had to get rid. Well, okay, let's say this. I originally had Brandon Inge on 25-man roster. This roster was completed like a couple days after Inge was released and signed by Oakland. So I just wanted to point that out right now. So Danny Worth is now up there, and yeah. So and then we get the Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera, regrets. I should have had him at A contact because of the batting average season, maybe high B contact. But I went with C because, well, it was there. So now we got Johnny Peralta, D contact, C power. And nothing too special there. Except he does have pull hitter ability. Basically 2. Really 4 because it's 4 touches steal. And then we got Ryan Rayburn. Just optioned Toledo a couple days ago. I have him as error prone, consistency 2. Yeah. So now we got Don Kelly, who can't hit for crap right now this year. First lefty 2, good infield hitter. Have him as a defensive replacement. And then we get the outfielders, Delman Young. Yeah, F fielding. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to be DH though, which Uber stuck. Then we got Andy Dirks. Now, Andy Dirks, right now, I seriously want to give him a little more power other than E because he's on a tear now, but then again, he's on the 15-day DL right now. And then we got Austin Jackson. Now, story behind Austin Jackson. This is my second version of Austin Jackson, and if I can go back here real quick, I'll show you my first version of Austin Jackson, which is right over here. Now, I'm going to select Jackson right now. Comparison to the Jackson I have on 25-man roster. Same run speed, same contact, a little bit higher power because of the 10 home run season he had last year. A lot more arm strength. Now, the only complaint I had I had a couple of complaints between both versions of Austin Jackson. Yeah, a couple of complaints I had with Austin Jackson between both of them. I wanted more power with the original Jackson, but I soon realized I wanted a lot more arm strength. But for the second version of Jackson, I wish I could have gotten more on the fielding stat and E-res stat because, well, I need to use those points for run and arm. So that's the story behind that. And then last but not least, on 25-man roster, we have Brendan Bosch, E contact, C power, D run speed, versus lefty 5, which kind of really suits him very well. Error prone, yeah, I'll give him that. So yeah. So now we had the AAA roster. This is like the other 15 guys or so on the 40-man roster. Yeah. These things were a pain in the, pardon my language, pain in the ass to edit. Okay? Because I had to go through so many scouting reports. It ain't even fun. So let's get started here. We got Al Albuquerque, another guy who's supposed to be on the Major League roster this year. I'm kind of surprised at the E-Control, but then again, not surprised at all because really the control stat really doesn't affect the pitcher's effectiveness per se. It's just it's the abilities that affect what pitcher it is. Again, I had to use Phil Hughes. Referring to score position 4, recovery 4, and a walk. Yeah, I guess that kind of suits him. And then we got Casey Crosby, who got absolutely shelled yesterday on the first game of the series against the Yankees. Feel bad for the dude. He gave up a grander slam as a punt, as I like to call it. Durability 2, only real ability of note there. Luis Marte, who's finally back on the Major League roster. Ooh, sorry for my voice crack there. Who's finally back on the 40-man roster, on the 25-man roster for us. Only one there, durability 2, nothing of note. Andy effing Oliver. I absolutely hate this guy in real life. Because he walks way too many people. It's so mind-numbingly boring and stupid that he walks so many people. Choke artist and walk, only ones I can give him. Yeah, he originally had no abilities. I decided to give it to them. Adam Wilk, he was up for a little bit, then absolutely got shelled like so many of our other pitchers that we called up lately. Except for Smiley. Smiley's been decent. Only no abilities of note here. And then we got Brian Villarreal, that pitch right here. He's been a revelation for us this year, to be completely honest with you. Then I went to Jacob Turner. No abilities of note here. Jacob Turner, And then we got Kelvin De La Cruz. A lot of these people you don't know because they're down in the lower levels of the Tigers farm system. And then we got Tyler Storer here, who's profiling closer. I basically did the roles as how they were projected to be as in the future. Storer turned out he profiles as a closer, so I gave him closer. Then we got Matt Hoffman. Yeah, and that's it for the 40-man roster, the pitchers for the 40-man roster. And over here, not a lot to speak of. We got Victor Martinez here on the AAA roster. Versus lefty 4, contact hitter, tough out, hot hitter, star, force small ball, good eye, aggressive hitter, cautious steal. Brad Eldred! And this is another sign that this was created a while ago. I gave Eldred a power here because, seriously, you don't hit over 250 career minor league homers for nothing. Okay? Power hitter, tiny lift. Yeah. Then we got Hernan Perez. Yeah, I'm not impressed. No abilities of notes. Quentin Berry. Because I had to move work from AAA and get rid of Inge, I opened up a room on the 40-man roster. I edited Quentin Berry into roster. You know, the dude who actually likes to steal bases for us. Seriously. Seriously, a Tigers player that steals bases? That's blasphemy! Anyway, good bunt, good infield hitter. The only ability is note here. Gave him 14 speed because, well, he can steal bases. The only other regret I have is not giving him stealing 4. Then we got Avisail Garcia. Now, I did a sim game a while back. This team was facing the old Chicago, the 2008 Chicago Cubs team that's still in the game. That's originally in the game. And yeah, and going back to Don Kelly, I kind of wish. Okay, I do have right field position eligibility for Don Kelly, but that was added after that game because Brendan Bosch actually got injured in that game, and Garcia went in the right field for him. Dirks did not. Kelly did not. So I was kind of regretting in that, but anyway. So there you have it. That's the 40-man roster for the Detroit Tigers. Moving on. Now, next team I did, the Miami Marlins. Miami Marlins, I don't know a lot about this team, other than the fact that I'm going to go down to visit them next, to see a game down in Miami next week. So, yeah, around this time next week, I'm going to be down in Florida watching the game. Second deck by home plate. You see me there. Yay for you. Anyway, yeah, so then I got a little input for the jerseys from a couple of people on the MLB Power Pros forum. This is what they came up with. I actually like it. The orange, yeah, I like it. I like it. And we picked Pampaka Park for the team stadium. Now, a lot of the teams that changed ballparks from 2008 on, I'm more than likely a couple of them are going to have Pampaka Park as their home park. Maybe a Rainbow Beach Stadium thrown in there, but yeah. So going into the pitchers, Josh Johnson. Only breaking pitches are ones that go down in the zone. And safe pitch after K, fastball coverage 4, consistency 4. Only Phillies note there. Got Mark Burley on the roster. Yeah. I'm going to let you scroll through all these because I need to make this quick. Got Ricky Nolasco. A lot of red abilities. A ton of red abilities. I kind of see why, but not really. Carlos Zambrano, E-Control, Hothead, of course, Choke Artist, starter. Yeah, I can see that from a mile away. Anibal Sanchez, very unlikely, of course. Unlucky, of course, I mean. Wait. Oh, man, I need to get rid of that. Anyway. And I got Heath Bell as the closer. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, and this one I had to change a few things around because 25-man roster, 40-man roster got changed around a little bit while I was editing the roster, so there's a little bit of inconsistency here. Blame me, please. Got Sandy Rosario right there, Tad Gaudin. Gaudin, I was surprised I could edit in-game when he's already in the game. Randy Choate. There's Ryan Webb. Edward Mujica. Yeah, we actually had to edit him on the Indians because I remember seeing a thing where he was on the Indians on Wikipedia. And then we got Chris Hatcher there. Might as well go on to the AAA portion of it. Got Mike Dunn here. Juan Carlos Oviedo I had to put in here because he was on the restricted list, but now he's like banned from baseball for like 6 weeks or so. Okay, maybe not banned, but you kind of get anything like that. So yeah, and Jose Seda, Wade LeBlanc. Okay, I had to say that like that. Dan Jennings, Wade LeBlanc. I'm kind of surprised he's in AAA, given his stats. But then again, this is with the like this all pass hockey. Alex Nadia, I'm kind of surprised he's this good with like the letter abilities, and he's in AAA. Seriously, I can't believe that. Got Evan Reed, who's a future closer. Tom Kohler, Brad Hand, favorite one of them here. And Archimedes Caminero, 100 miles an hour in the fastball. I can't believe it. Then we got the fielders once again, circa 2011 stats. John Buck right here. Brett Hayes. John Buck is basically yeah. You see the sign around. Got Brett Hayes here. Only one to notice cautious steal. Gabby Sanchez I made back in the day in success mode. Made him way too overpowered. Got Omar Infante. See contact power there. Can't believe he's error prone though. Got Handler Ramirez, who I edited to make him a third baseman, of course, since he is a third baseman now. And got Greg Dobbs, who, yeah, is a pinch hitter now, or someone like that. I know. And I got Jose Reyes in here. Touch hit too. I can't believe that. Error prone, yeah, I could almost see that. Donnie Murphy. Full hitter. Got him as a defensive replacement. And Logan Morrison, can't believe he has only D power. Yeah, he had 23 home runs last year. But then again, circa 2011 stats. Yay. And got Austin Kearns then. Emilio Bonifacio, C contact, F power, B run speed. I can't believe it. A B run speed. Quentin Berry, statistically, as I made him, is faster than me. Then I got Giancarlo Stanton. Right there. And lastly on the AAA side, got Matt Dominguez. Chris Coughlin, C contact power. And then the only one of note here is consistency too. Got Brian Peterson, absolutely no ability to speak of. Scott Cousins, no ability to note. And Kevin Mattison, lots of speed. Timely Whiff is the only one there that's note. So let's move on now to a team I thought was going to be easy to edit. I was wrong. New York Yankees. Yeah, this was also kind of a pain to edit, but I somehow got it done. They have because they have a ton, I mean a ton of guys on the 15 or 60 day DL. And that was like kind of sort of mind-boggling there, considering that I was trying to get the full roster done. Can't believe I had only room to put 5 players in AAA. Seriously, Robertson, Pineda, and Chamberlain, yeah, they're all in the 25-man roster at the beginning of the year. I can't believe that they're down there. So I got Sabathia, Kuroda, and Sabathia. Not a lot of ability, to be honest with you. Kind of surprised at that. Got Hiroki Kuroda. Phil Hughes. Yeah, spin 2, versus number 2, 5-ball pitcher. Yeah, and when I was starting to edit them, I was like, thank God I get to edit Phil Hughes into actual Phil Hughes. Yeah, you could see that I was kind of happy with that. Got Andy Pettit in here. Yeah, I kind of had a guess at a few of the stats because the only stat I had to work with Andy Pettit on the update, I think was only stamina, and that was it. So I basically had to guess and shoot from there. And I got Ivan Nova, who I had to edit this from somebody, I can't remember. Then I got Freddie Garcia, swingman, he sucks this year. I forget he's now down to play or not. Cody Epley, who I think has like one of the coolest motions in the big leagues. Yeah, Epley, yeah. Yeah, I remember the pain I had to go through in getting him in one of my online baseball games. Then I got Clay Rapata, also another sidearmer. I like sidearm pitchers. They're cool. Got Coy Wade. See control there. Coy Wade's decent. Left-handed bear too, though. Then I got Boone Logan. Not a lot of ability, surprisingly. I was kind of shocked at that. Got Rafael Soriano, Dr. K right there, fly-ball pitcher, the only ones of note. And I got Mariano Rivera, 2 level 5 cutters. Now, the theory behind this is that that if you have 2 of the same breaking pitch, that the computer will throw it more. And that's the actual thinking between a couple of the game's more well-respected, this video game's more respected minds than Eric Davis 44 and Rob Hale, both of which have the PS2 version of the game, which sucks because they make a lot of great players, yet they're only for PS2, and there's no backward compatibility with the PS2 and Wii version of MLB Power Pros 07 and 08. Yeah, B Control there, no surprise there. Got David Robertson in here. They pitched Dr. K and Walk there. No surprise there. And this is when he was on the 15-day deal. I think he's still on the deal. Pineda I made last year when he was a star with the Mariners. Went by the 2011 pitching version I had of him. Wish I could have gotten him better. I mean, still, he only throws like a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm kind of sad at that. You have to look back. And you got David Phelps here. Been sort of kind of revelation. I don't watch Yankees that much, so please don't hate on me if I get things wrong. And I got Jabba Chamberlain, who's pretty much on the 6-day DL out for the year, maybe. And you got Dylan Betances because, well, he was the odd man in. Well, not odd man in, but last man in for, like, okay, which one of these Yankee pitchers should I put in as the last 40-man roster spot? And so that means I have a heck of a lot of, AAA fielders in there, which I was surprised they had a lot of them. Alright, Russell Martin, the story behind this. A member of the MLB Power Pros forum, Agent P, actually came out with his own formulas for the players. I used that formula only for this player to test it out, because there wasn't a 2012 hitters formula, and there isn't going to be for a while. This one, yeah, his trajectory calculations were kind of a little bit off because it always ended up at 1. So, yeah, I decided to scrap that idea when I went on to editing Chris Stewart. Yeah, and Russell Martin, not a lot of abilities to note here, just the base is clear of all things. And so then I went back to the 2011 hitters update for Chris Stewart and beyond. Cautious Field, the only one there of note. Then I got Mark Teixeira, power hitter, intimidator, base clear, and a pull hitter. Robbie Cano, don't you know? Right there. Lance Nix. No, not Lance Nix. Jason Nix. Too many Nixes. Got clutch hit too, good fielder, pull hitter, a lot of red abilities. So they have everything left. A-Rod, yeah, I could see that. And got Eric Chavez, who was a star with the A's. Yeah, when I was editing players, I went by what their age would be in 2008, and for the players that are already in the game, I went by their actual players just to make it a little easier on myself. That's why they may seem older or younger when I actually play the game, since season mode starts out in 08. And that's why I'm doing all these rosters, because I kind of want to do a 2012 season with these rosters. So I got Derek Jeter, D contact, D power, C run speed, all that good stuff. Yeah. I got Andrew Jones, F contact, B power. I was kind of surprised the B power, seeing because he hasn't produced a lot back in the for a while at least. And they got Raul Ibanez, another one I was surprised to give B power. I mean. Chris Granderson, no surprise there. E contact, A power, the first one of the few A power people I've had to do so far. Kind of surprised at that. Got Nick Swisher in here. No surprise there, yet 23 homers. A couple of red abilities in the fielding department. And I got Dwayne Wise. I am kind of still skeptical about giving him C power because after the 2010 season he had like, I don't know, like maybe 8, 9 home runs. Still give him C power. I'm still very, very skeptical about that. So into the AAA stuff. Got Francisco Cervelli in here. Verse lefty, 5 bases clear, error prone, good block, all that good stuff. The fielders, the infield prospects for the Yankees. I am here to tell you that stat-wise, I actually like them, to be completely honest. Got David Adams right here, of course, not a lot of abilities. Matt Antonelli, Corbin Joseph. Of course, I don't know who any of these players are because I don't watch the Yankees on a regular basis. I'm actually kind of I'm actually a Yankee hater more than anything. And then we got Brandon Laird, who I'm surprised we got B power. And Eduardo Nunez right there, Ramiro Pena, 2 players with C run speed. And yeah, Brett Gardner I had to put in the 40-man roster, even though he's on like the 60-day DL. Yeah, I put him in AAA just because. Got Zoilo Almonte. And then Melky Mesa. A B power, B run speed combination. I don't think I'm going to be doing that until I edit Matt Kemp here in the future. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that. So there's the 40-man roster for the New York Yankees. And now let's head off to the one I just finished up today. Oakland Athletics. And the first thing you'll notice here is, well, okay, nothing really. But still, I had a very, very hard time editing this team. I'm like, holy cow. The pitchers. Holy cow. I don't know if I had a brain fart on making them, but holy for holies. I really had a hard time with these pitchers. So I got Brandon McCarthy here. Start things off. Now let's go live. Bartolo Colon, more red, billies, and blue. Trying to go fast here because it's like 8:40 right now. I think it's going on for like 40 minutes. Yeah, 5-ball pitcher for Tommy Malone. Right. Yeah, and the fact that the 2012 pitcher update that I had didn't have a lot of players on the A's that are currently on the 25 or 40-man roster for that matter. Jordan Orberto, right here. Yeah. Jordan Orberto, officially the owner of the lowest control so far. Got Andrew Krigman, Jerry Blevins, Brent Belfort, so I'm going to go if I'm going too fast. Faustino de los Santos, 2 abilities there. Walk is the only one really of note. Ryan Cook, recovery 4, the only one of note in power pitcher. Brian Fuentes, who is now their closer. And Jared Parker, who I was internally debating whether to send him to AAA or the majors, but because I need an extra roster spot in AAA, there he is. Next up, Graham Godfrey, who was originally on the 25-man roster for me. Got Brett Anderson, who's currently on the DL. Dallas Braden, currently on the DL. There's Anderson, there's Godfrey. Oh, those two up there. Godfrey. Got Dallas Braden. There you got Brad Peacock in the mix. And spin 2, 5-ball pitcher, safe pitch, and one doesn't note there. Got Joey Devine, who's on the DL, I think. And Pedro Figueroa, who's a starter, surprisingly, to me, because I don't watch the A's on a regular basis. Then we got Jim Miller, 5-ball pitcher, the only one that notes there. Fielders, right down there, Brandon Inge. Brandon Inge I gave G contact D power to. Yeah, maybe I should bump that to like F and a C, contact power respectively. Maybe in the near future, maybe. Got Kurt Suzuki, B contact C power right there. Keelan Kaiahua, I'm surprised I gave B power despite his 2 home run performance last year with Kansas City. Got Jemiah Weeks. Well, I'm kind of surprised I had to give him F contact with, to be completely honest. But then again, we're at 2011. Go down to Adam Rosales, another second baseman. Adam Rosales stuff. Yeah. Josh Donaldson. Yeah, I know he started at catcher yesterday for the A's, but I did give him an E at the position, just below the position eligibility marker for the player buy. Then you got Cliff Pennington. B run speed, B arm strength. I'm kind of surprised that I had to give him that, to be completely honest with you. I got Seth Smith, D contact, B power, C run speed. Probably one of the best overall, like, all-around players I've done so far, maybe. Got Johnny Gomes, D contact, D power, 4 trajectory. First one of 4 trajectory, I think. Then I got Yoenis Cespedes. Props to Agent P for making him on the MLB Power Pros for me. Thanks a lot to him. Got Coco Crisp, And yes, when I edited him, I put in his awesome afro. D contact, D power, B run speed, F arm strength. Got Colin Cowgill, who I am still surprised has a lot of run speed. Josh Reddick, pretty much their power hitter actually right now. 16 home runs right now. Seriously, wow for him. Anyway, and now to AAA to finish things off. Got Derek Norris here first off, and Anthony Record, G contact, D power right there. Sorry, but I haven't been showing abilities. I want to get this done really quickly. Got Derek Barton, who I'm surprised with a B arm strength. For first baseman, I'm kind of surprised about that. Got Chris Carter, F contact, C power. Scott Sizemore I made back in 2010 when he first came up with the Tigers, I think. Maybe in 2010, maybe 2011, I forget when. Then my favorite player, one of my favorite players, Eric Sogard. I know he sucks, but he is freaking cool. Yeah, with the glasses and stuff. He's cool. And they got Brandon Hicks, contact D power right there. And that's, oh, sorry, excuse me, my bad. And Jermaine Mitchell. So yeah, I had to kind of breeze through the Oakland A's. So there you have it. That's my first update video with my 2008 MLB Power Pros. Well, my MLB Power Pros 2008-2012 roster project. That's that project I've been talking to you about for a while. There you have it. That's the first 4 teams of my thing. I might get a couple more teams, maybe make another update video when I have time. But either way, sorry I have been gone for so long. It's the first one I've had really time to record in like a couple months. So either way, I'll see you in the next video of this or Super Mario RPG, whichever one comes first. I'm DishNucket34, signing out.